Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. As you guys can see up on the screen today, I want to talk a little bit about Sofi Technologies Incorporated. This is ticker symbol SOFI for those of you who may not be as familiar with this stock or with this company. And yeah, today was not necessarily a great day for Sofi. They were down 3.26% on the day today. They started out hot. We ran up percent, 2%, something like that early in the morning, 1.55% right around market open, and then just kind of crashed down and held steady from there. And it gets even worse when you look at the broader market, the fact that there was a lot of green in the market today. The Dow Jones was up 1.1%, S&P up 1.3%, NASDAQ up 1.14%-ish, and the Russell up 1.14% as well. I guess we're not at market close yet, so these things are still pretty fluid. They're still moving a little bit, but I'm expecting things to be around this territory, without anything crazy. I don't know if there's any big after hours earnings today or whatever, but yeah, not necessarily a great day for Sofi. Sucks that they're red on a day where the market's green, but the market wasn't insanely green. The indices being up 1% isn't like wild. It's not crazy. It's a pretty normal day. But yeah, Sofi's been volatile. They've been, obviously not having the best 2022, but even though today wasn't a great day, there's still plenty of stuff to talk about. Some good news, some bad news, everything in between. One of the things we're talking about is this post on the SoFi stock subreddit where somebody posted, hey, it's been over a month since Noto bought SoFi, and they show, August, December, March, May, June. He's been buying SoFi. You see all the Anthony Notos, all these different things. He's buying up shares. And then all of a sudden, hey, June 16th, that's the last one we got. What is going on? Why is he not buying anymore? Is this something to worry about? Is this something to make note of? Does this matter? Does this not matter at all? Should we be scared? Should we be panicking? Does he know that something bad's about to happen? But no, it's time to relax. The truth is that, honestly, these subreddits are pretty good. The answers in the comments usually tell you a good deal about what's going on. Top comment, pretty sure you can't buy this close to earnings. People are saying blackout period, that's why. This guy chimes in and he says, I'm employed by a company in fintech space, and blackout period is serious for all levels of employees and leadership. I think ours is roughly 6 weeks, which appears similar to when Noto stopped buying. Now, I think Sofi's earnings is early August, like early to mid-August. So yeah, if he stopped in June, think 6-ish weeks, that would get you, to early August or late July or whatever. So this does make sense. So maybe after earnings, we'll see Noto start buying again. Maybe we won't. But for now, it just seems like he stopped because he was buying up until the blackout period, then kind of chilled out for a little bit. So don't panic. Don't, freak out just yet. Or maybe you want to panic. Maybe you want to freak out. I don't know. The stock is down 3% today. But don't freak out. Don't panic because Noto hasn't been buying. At least from what it seems like there's just a blackout period going on since we have earnings here very soon. Insider trading, all that stuff. This person was asking a question about SoFi margin maintenance getting increased to 60%. I just transferred everything from M1 to SoFi Invest. Previously it was 45%. Now it's 60%. Anyone else experiencing this? So, people are a little bit panicked, worried, like, hey, what's going on? Is SoFi, promising different stuff? Are they jacking up their rates? Are they jacking up their margin maintenance? What is going on? And again, the comments kind of settled this all out. They said Apex increased the maintenance from 45 to 60% about a week ago. They managed clearing for both M1 and SoFi. You would have seen it on M1 as well had you left your shares there. It just so happened that the margin maintenance increased while your transfer was in progress. I have shares at Robinhood, which is 45%, Fidelity 50%, M1 and Apex, which is 60%, and SoFi, which is 60%. The increase came out of the blue. I have no idea what triggered Apex to change the maintenance. But yes, this is not SoFi, trying to scam you or freak you out or anything like that. It seems like someone on the back end that they didn't really have much control of. And so many things are changing right now. The market and the world we were living in 2-3 years ago is not the market and the world we're living in today. Especially financials are having to operate under different circumstances. So yeah, a lot of stuff is changing. So maybe this sucks for some people in SoFi, but on the other side, there's some good things of like, hey, these rising interest rates is allowing SoFi to offer 1.9% on checking accounts APY, which is just insane. And also at the same time, Robinhood keeps bumping up their margin rates. And I think that's going to drive some people away from Robinhood, and that could definitely drive some people to SoFi. So as everything's changing, you got to be ready. You got to be prepared. Don't be shocked if little things like this do change here and there. Some of them are going to benefit you. Some of them are going to not benefit you. But also be looking at all the different companies and competitors as well as, hey, who's changing the most stuff? Who's changing stuff in the worst way? Who's changing stuff in the best way? Who's taking a hit for their customers? Who's, leading the industry in positive ways, leading the industry in negative ways? Keep an eye out for that. Yeah, SoFi's getting hit by some stuff, but they also have some good changes as well. We have this. Dear SoFi stock fans, get ready for Biden to tackle student loans. Now, this has been a headline and this has been a story many times throughout 2022. I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times or whatever. And it's only July. We're only 7 months into the year. But what this says is, hey, the White House is expected to extend the student loan moratorium for the 7th time. Talked about that in a video a couple days ago. They're telling the loan people like, hey, don't be hitting up people. People are saying, hey, this probably means it's going to get extended again. I think the student loan moratorium is set to expire on August 31st. The large expectation is that the next deadline, I think, is probably going to get pushed to like January 1st of 2023. And we'll see what happens from there. I don't know. Obviously, to some extent, it sucks for SoFi because they make money off student loan refinancing and student loan payments and all that stuff. But it is becoming less and less of a part of their business all the time. But it is also just annoying that, hey, we are 7 full months through 2022, and we still don't have an answer of what's going on with the student loans. It sucks for the companies, it sucks for the people with the loans, and it sucks for the people who have to pay back the loans as well. We just want an answer. Whatever the answer is, we just want an answer, and then we want to know what's going on so we can deal with it, so we can prepare. And right now, nobody can prepare because, Biden, his administration, the whole United States government system is not making any decisions. I don't know. It's really weird. Investors should watch SoFi stock in the coming weeks as President Joe Biden considers a payment pause. Student loans accounted for about 30% of SoFi's total first quarter origination volume. And again, it seems like that's going to be dropping lower and lower as we go on. And it appears that Biden is on the same page as Anthony Noto, who stated he supports a $10,000 debt forgiveness for distressed and defaulted borrowers. On the other hand, Noto supports putting the affluent and capable back into repayment, which I think is a good stance for SoFi to take publicly. Like, hey, if you need help, we think you should get help. If you don't need help, we think you should start paying. I think that's totally fine. I don't think really too many people are going to argue with that. But again, Noto would rather have $10,000 of debt get forgiven, even if that means, less total money for SoFi to be going after, if that means that any payments will start back up and then get any answer, any solution. So I don't know. Yes, the student loan moratorium is likely to get pushed back again, extended again, whatever. But does that mean we're going to get any more concrete answers about what the final solution is going to be? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Here's another post talking about LC personal loan origination growth is very bullish for SoFi. LC reported earnings today and had significant growth in personal loan originations with 19% quarter-over-quarter growth. If you look at previous quarters, you see that LC significantly outperformed SoFi in 2H20 in the second half of 20, I'm assuming. SoFi narrowed the gap in the first half of 21 and then surpassed LC and has had better personal loan origination growth in the last 3 quarters. So, hey, if a competitor's doing good, and they usually do better, this could definitely be a good sign for SoFi. We'll have to watch out again. I think those earnings are coming out over the next week or two. SoFi's key advantages over traditional banks and other fintechs. This is something that people definitely talk about a lot, so I thought this was a cool post that summarizes a lot of different stuff. Fewer employees and overhead compared to traditional banks. Brick and mortar stores' maintenance costs are virtually non-existent. Low overhead allows for high banking interest rates and low loan borrower rates over traditional banks. Partnership with Pagaya AI credit analysis allows more credit approvals without undue risk. Flywheel business model dramatically increases the number of customers across all segments. Unparalleled publicity and advertisement from the magnificent SoFi Stadium. That might be a little bit of a stretch. We are just seeing the tip of the iceberg with the upcoming Q2 2022 earnings with the first impact of the bank charter. Yes, that's going to be very, very exciting. And it is the most diversified fintech bank with Galileo, Technesis, Pagaya, and an all-in-one stop for your financial needs. So if you are, on the SoFi hype train, SoFi says they want to go after these traditional banks. They want to go after their customers. Hey, maybe these are some things to be hyped up and excited about. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Simply drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about SOFI or anything we talked about in this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.